Hello, this is Andy from Altered Reality, and I just wanted to take a quick minute to show what GameGrid is and what it looks like in the Unity editor. GameGrid is a series of scripts to make it easy to pretty much make any 2D or 3D grid-based game. So I can start here by just selecting a pre-configured grid, and I will go ahead and turn on the debug rendering. So you see here, these are all of the cells that the grid makes up, and the little green arrows indicate what direction you can path between the cells. So that's generally important over here as I go into a different grid. So the grids can automatically stitch themselves together. So basically you see here, it indicates that it can jump from up top to down below, but not from down below to up. Basically that stuff is configured over here on the right, where you have the number of cells, grid width, grid height, and then how big the cells are, and then you can change the axes mode, which basically indicates if it's 3D or 2D. And the really cool features are the cell pathability. So you can say what layer is the floor for your arena, as well as what layer is the collision, and it will go ahead and use that and do a bunch of raycasts to figure out pretty much what directions you can walk, where you can move between, and you can indicate like how far characters can drop down and how far they can jump up, and some typical debug rendering stuff. And you can go ahead and hit this calculate path, calculate pathable cells, which will figure out where you can walk. And you can even try some debug pathfinding by holding Alt, Control, and right clicking. So you see here it's able to path from top to bottom, and if I do from here back to up, it has to go around. So you can basically use this to kind of see how pathfinding will work on your level. And that's generally it. I can show a little bit here how it works for configuring the objects that occupy the cells. So right here is my little test guy that is configured to be a GG object, and generally you can just say how far to offset it and it will automatically try to figure out how big it is and what cell it fits in. And I have included in this test project a navigator, so if I hit play here, you can see I'm basically using this little guy to walk around. And that, in a nutshell, is GameGrid.